Hello and welcome to Like It Really Is with Maurice Unplugged. I'm in the building. Really don't know whether I am actually streaming or whatever the case may be, but we're gonna figure that one out. It says select a stream. You know, one thing about this internet thing, this YouTube stuff that I got going on. You know, it's a lot of stuff has changed in years, man. Like, it is definitely not like it used to be. You know, I remember when, we had beepers and, we wasn't really taking flicks like this, but now, it seems like this is the thing. This is the new fad. And a lot of people don't want to get involved in it. A lot of older people don't want to deal with it. But it's what's new. Now, let me see if I'm actually streaming. Because I got this new system, which is an OBS system. And I've been working with it, trying to see, now live on your channel, the OBS system. Let's see what happens here. Maybe I am live. All right, then we're gonna get started, and I'll talk about it. Okay, I don't know. It says I subscribe. Okay, there we go. Now live on your channel. There we go. Let's see what happens here. All right, so we are live. All right, so let's continue. Let's continue. Let me continue what I'm talking about. All right, so I just want to give a shout out to all the people that have been with me for a long time and have been supporting me for a long time. I want to say thank you for everything that you've done. I could not do a lot of things that I've done, without the people continuously sticking by me, standing by me, and supporting me in whatever I do. Right now I'm working on an OBS system right now. And somehow, some way, I don't know if I could flip it, turn it, face it to you, or whatever the case may be. But here's the situation. So I'm doing a podcast, right? I'm working with the youth in the community. I'm trying to support the youth in the community. And it costs money. So don't want to spend a lot of money. Don't want to have to spend a lot of money if I don't have to. So I was using StreamYard. For those who want to get into streaming, I suggest that you go to StreamYard. StreamYard is a good platform. You have Vermux, and you just have a lot of different platforms. But I use StreamYard, and when I first used them, it was like $20 a month. Now it's like $40, $47 a month. I'm not doing that. Technology has changed, and a lot of us do not want to change with the technology, and I get it. It seems like we're getting sucked into a vacuum, a whole different world. But you got to remember something. Technology that is growing, it's a lot more than just social media. Social media plays a certain part of it, but when it comes down to using doors, and when I say door, I think that's digital. Alexa, what is a door?
A door is a movable barrier used to open and close an entrance. Typically made
Okay,
of wood,
Alexa,
glass.
stop. Alexa, what is a DAW? Maybe she doesn't know. Alexa, what is a DAW, door?
A DAW, or digital digital audio workstation is a software application used for recording, editing, and producing audio on a computer. It's essentially a digital workspace where you can record audio from microphones, instruments, or other sources, edit the recordings, apply effects, and mix multiple tracks together.
So, I mean, like look at that, for instance, Alexa. A lot of people, they frown about Alexa. They're scared that, somebody's watching them and, all kinds of stuff. But one thing that I have to give it to this company and this Alexa box is that it's able to feed you certain information. If you have questions, it gives you the information that you need in a minute. I can ask Alexa, where's the nearest forest? Now, sometimes she'll answer me, and sometimes she won't. This is that new upgraded Alexa. I don't know. This is Alexa Plus. This also is, I guess, in this beginning stage. I'm doing the trial test on it. A lot of people are that that I think maybe have Prime or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's connected to something, and I have extra features on this. And so, Alexa, where's the nearest forest? Just random stuff.
The nearest forest-like area is Stuyvesant Cove Park, about a mile away. There's also a Manhattan Healing Forest a bit further, about 3.8 miles from here.
Okay, so I mean stuff like that, like stuff that gives you information. I'm switching.
I see you're interested in learning about different topics. I can help you find information on many subjects, from technology and nature to health and entertainment. What specific area would you like to explore today?
Nothing right now. Let me talk to my friends. I'll get back with you in a minute, all right?
Sounds good, Maurice. Catch you later.
All right. All right, so as I was saying, technology, we've gone a long way. We've come a long way. Yes, technology is dangerous, but at the same time, it's helpful. It could be helpful in finding out cures for different ailments. Speaking of that, last night I did a party with the National Geographic organization. And I was speaking about cancer, and I was saying to them is that, it's said that there's not a lot of cows and there's not a lot of animals to feed everybody in this country. And so what happens is because of that is they they make processed food, right, to feed the mass. Right, so there's definitely not a lot of cows. I mean, there's millions of people in this world. So this food is made to feed the mass, and it's unhealthy. A lot of the food is unhealthy, and I think we had a little bit of debate about that. But we had ultimately got to the question of cancer, right? And she was saying that cancer, not with the new technology, cancer will be there will be some changes in cancer. Keyword, changes in cancer. Right? And so I asked her, I said, is there ever going to be a cure? And she says they'll have something in 20 years. Keep listening to what I'm saying, because it's real important you listen to what I'm saying. They'll have something in 20 years. I asked her again, are they going to ever have a cure for cancer? what she said? She said it's too much money involved in that right there, and they don't want to have a cure for cancer because there's too much money involved. Now I'm telling you like it really is. I'm not holding back nothing. I'm saying this because a lot of times we walk around and we don't realize a lot of stuff is being done, and are we paying attention? You know, are we paying attention to the things that are being done? But technology, but just to go back to what she said to me, this lady from the National Geographics organization, and she's one of those high people, one of those people. I was around a lot of scientists, last night. They were a little bit rude, you know, but some of them were cool, some of them wasn't. I'm not going to even say that. I'm not even going to, you know, kick their back in. I'm just saying that, you know, they came in, they explained about the cancer and everything like that, and yeah, I mean, you know, in 20 years, a shutdown.
When a company shuts down, it's...
No, shut down my phone. Can't be having people calling me while I'm on the line.
I have opened the power options menu.
Thank you very much. See, technology, man, it works. You know, but you got to know how to work it. You know, got to know how to work it. You got to know what to do, what not to do. Just recently, I made a terrible mistake, and I clicked on a button that had something to do with, it had to do with, I think, storage space, extra storage space, cloud space, and stuff like that. You got to be careful. Those little things that say $1.99, $1.59, and you can get cloud space and stuff like that. Well, it turned out that they started charging me $1.99 and wound up turning it into like $40 like 2 months later. So I had to shut down my card. I got to do everything over again. You know what I mean? That's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. But we got to realize that you got to be careful what buttons you're pressing. You know, don't just close your eyes and press buttons, because that's gonna, you know, be fatal. But technology is good. Now, for those who wanted to be creatives and people that, you know, want to start their own podcasts and stuff like that, you know, again, you want to use either one or the other. You can use StreamYard to start off with. Now, StreamYard has everything locked in place. You could do everything, is right there. Everything is right at your hands and feet. The only thing about that is that you have to pay for it, right? And I was doing that for a while until I got tired. And then it went, like I said, from $20 to $40. And that, people, I just wasn't dealing with. You know what I mean? So now I'm here. Now I'm working in this system now. This is the OBS system. I'm actually using some heavy duty cameras. You know what I mean? You know, everything is facing up. I think I'm gonna get another camera, whatever the case may be. But the OBS system, you have to understand how to, first when you open it up, you gotta, you know, first you open it, if you got a big screen, put OBS system open up on one side and then YouTube open on the other side. Now, I do not know how to get videos up here, right? And to be honest with you, I don't even know how to share my screen, right? But, and I shouldn't have came on here without knowing those things. So, a little bit messed up, but I'm going to continue talking about technology, because that's the reason why I came on here. You know, I also want to see what it kind of looks like or whatever. But if people are live streaming now, there's a lot going on. You know, there's a lot you can do. You know, it's like freedom. You know, like if you notice that you don't have to have cable anymore. You know what I mean? There's things that you can do. Let me see if I can take a look at the people in the chat. Maybe I could check out people in the chat. Can I do that? Can I see what the chat looks like? Are we up? Are we live? Up and live? Come on, production. Help me out. Help me out, production. Okay. We gotta be live in the chat. Okay. All right. So I guess we can't get live in the chat. We're gonna figure that part out. But like I said, this OBS system is pretty good when it comes down to, um, you know, trying to uh, do a live stream. You know, speak to what you feel inside your mind and in your heart. Um, but if you go back years and years ago, just like in the recording industry, you know, we used to use they used to use reel to reels. You know, it wasn't about all this technology. It was about reel to reels. Now, forget about it. It's about that technology. I think I can get the chat. All right, let me just say hi to the chat. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna post that up there. There you go. There you go. Oh, okay. So I definitely got a little bit of a lag, but with the hopes that it might be a little bit of a lag, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, there's a lot of a lag, you know, and that's another thing you gotta figure out is how, you know, how the lagging goes, man. Oh man, all right, here we go. See, this is oh, now I froze. What happened? What happened? Oh man, what the heck? The blood clot. What in the blood clot? What the blood clot? And I froze. What's that mean, y'all? What's that mean when you freeze? Oh man, what kind of a craziness is this? What kind of craziness is this? Am I still streaming? Am I lagging? I definitely must be lagging. Oh, the camera. The camera went off. Oh, that's what it was. to. Alright, so for some reason your brother is lagging like a mug. I don't know why. We're gonna figure it out though. We're gonna figure it out. I don't know what's going on, yo. Maybe if I let me see if I froze here. If I froze here, then I'm froze there. I can ask Alexa, where's the nearest forest? Answer. Let me see if I froze here. If I froze here, then I'm froze there.